Archangel Michael says, "You have been entrusted with a divine release of great wealth, and if you do not open your heart to this message by the 5th of October, the blessing prepared for you may pass by and fall into the hands of another. This is a sacred moment and you must not delay. If you do not move now with faith, this miracle may be missed forever." Type 222 if you know God is with you. Heaven has chosen you for something greater than what your eyes can see or your hands can hold right now. There is a powerful overflow waiting to enter your life, not just in coins or currency, but in the kind of provision that brings security to your future, peace to your mind, and restoration to everything you thought was already too far gone. This gift is not random. This is a reward that has been formed in the heart of God, shaped by His mercy, and now carried to you on the wings of divine timing. There were moments when you cried in silence, unsure of how you would survive the next day. There were times you almost gave up, when you thought God had turned His face away. But now, the heavens are opening wide. The storehouse that was sealed is now being unlocked, and your name has been written across the gates. God has remembered you. He never forgot. And now, He is sending you something that will carry your soul into a new place of freedom. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if God has touched your life. You were never created to live in fear or lack. You were never meant to count coins in pain or stretch your hope thin to meet your needs. You belong to the kingdom of the Most High God, and this moment is heaven's reminder that what you lacked yesterday will be replaced with more than enough today. The money is not just money. It is evidence of God's faithfulness. It is proof that the drought you've been walking through is ending, and the rain you've been praying for is finally falling. You didn't imagine this moment. It's not a trick of your mind or a dream to be dismissed. This is real. Your obedience in opening this message is not small. It is your sign of surrender, and that surrender is the key that will unlock what has been held back. Every delay has been turned into acceleration. What was tied up is being loosed. What was stuck is moving. What was closed is now open. Do not listen to the lies that say you are unworthy. Do not believe the voice that says this miracle belongs to someone else. God chose you on purpose. Not because you are perfect, but because you've been through enough to understand the value of what is coming. You've cried enough to be trusted with joy. You've lost enough to carry gratitude in your gain. God can trust you now, because you never stopped believing even when everything around you tried to convince you to give up. What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. This is the one moment that can rewrite your future, but only if you claim it now, because hesitation will only keep you chained to the same struggles. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. The weight of what you're about to carry will not break you. It will bless you. It will build you. It will stretch you into the kind of person who can walk in new places without fear, because you know where your help comes from. Every dollar, every increase, every open door is not arriving by accident. It is assigned by God, attached to your obedience, wrapped in the purpose He planted inside your life long before you knew this day would come. Type "I love God" to claim abundance through God's love. There is something very specific about the timing of this release. The 22nd of September is not a random date on a calendar. It is a divine marker. It is the day the window will be open wider than ever before. If you step in with trust, if you open this message and let it enter your spirit fully, you will feel the shift immediately. Your heart will know. Your soul will recognize it. And the atmosphere around your life will respond. Everything you've lost sleep over, everything you've begged God to help with, every overdue bill, every quiet fear, every desperate tear has been counted. And now, God is sending more than enough to restore what was broken. But you must respond. You must believe. You must not scroll past this like it's just another word. It's not. It is your word. This is your moment. Let peace settle in your chest now. Let your shoulders relax. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered in rooms you've never entered. Your name is being whispered in places your feet have not yet reached. And soon, what was invisible will become undeniable. The hand of God is upon you, and nothing can stop what He has already decided. This is not just about wealth. This is about witnessing God's love in a tangible way. This is about provision that brings healing, resources that bring restoration, and blessings that prove heaven was never silent. The people who overlooked you are about to see the hand of God place something in your life that no human could have predicted. Rest now. Take a breath. But do not miss this. Don't delay. Don't doubt. What's being released is holy. What's coming is pure. What's arriving is heaven sent. This isn't about luck. This is about legacy. This is about what God promised you when your hands were empty and your heart was heavy. This is about how long you waited, how often you prayed, how deeply you believed even when the world gave you no reason to keep hoping. God saw you when you stayed quiet, when you didn't complain, when you chose to bless others even while you lacked. And now, heaven is honoring that posture with abundance. Do not be surprised if things begin to shift suddenly. Do not be shocked when people begin to reach out with news that seems too good to be true. What you thought would take years will now happen in days. What you believed was delayed forever is suddenly going to be expedited. This is the kind of breakthrough that will leave you speechless, not because you didn't believe it could happen, but because it is unfolding in ways far beyond what you could ever plan. Stay until the end, for within these words lies the answer your spirit has been seeking. The Spirit of God is visiting you with favor that will move mountains. He is sending angels ahead of you to prepare the way, to align the conversations, to gather the resources, and to open the gates that were tightly shut. Nothing about this is ordinary. This moment carries weight, and if you truly open your heart, you will feel it. You'll feel the peace rush in. You'll feel the heaviness begin to lift. You'll feel something holy start to take shape deep inside you. Type 999 if you trust Jesus with all your heart. Heaven doesn't send messages like this without a reason. God is never careless with the lives He holds close. If this is reaching you now, it's because something has been released with your name written on it. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to force it. You only need to receive it. Let go of the fear that this will pass you by. Let go of the worry that it's not real. God is not in the business of teasing His children with false hope. When He says He will do something, He finishes it with perfection. This financial blessing is a seed that will grow into much more than numbers in an account. It will restore your joy. It will repair what was damaged. It will carry you to new places, where you will not only be provided for, but also empowered to provide for others. You will become a source of comfort, a living testimony that God still moves, that heaven still speaks, and that miracles are not just for the past but for the present, right now, today. Your obedience in this moment matters. Not because God needs you to prove your worth, but because your posture of readiness activates the release. When you say yes with your spirit, when you agree with faith even before the evidence arrives, you make room for the blessing to come in full measure. Do not let your doubt speak louder than your destiny. Do not allow fear to stand guard at the door of your miracle. Let God surprise you. Let Him wrap you in favor so strong that even those who counted you out will have no choice but to acknowledge His hand on your life. The very people who questioned your faith will watch as the heavens answer you publicly. The same ones who thought you missed your moment will see that God was simply preparing something bigger than what they could imagine. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. This moment was saved just for you. The wealth, the provision, the open doors were all being aligned while you were still battling the storm. Every tear, every delay, every rejection was used by God to bring you right here, right now, to this exact moment in time where everything shifts in your favor. Even now, the angels are rejoicing. They see what you cannot yet see. They know what is coming. They are standing with you, watching over what God has stored up for you. And they will not allow it to be stolen, delayed, or lost. But you must remain ready. You must remain in position. You must not ignore this moment and walk away thinking it was just another message. It is not. This is the turning point. This is the release. The Spirit is whispering to your heart right now, and if you listen closely, you will feel that warmth begin to fill you again. That quiet assurance that something is happening. That peace that doesn't come from anything this world can give. It is heaven's signature, marking this moment as sacred. Type 1010 to affirm that God's timing is perfect. Let the fear fall off. Let the old beliefs that said you were not worthy fall away. You were born to walk in blessing. You were born to be free. You were born to live under the covering of God's never-ending supply. And now, that covering is being poured over your life like oil, flowing into every dry place, every empty space, every area where you've cried out for help. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the Money Magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Others are already awakening this hidden signal and watching their lives transform. Do not be the one left behind while abundance passes you by. God has looked upon you and said, "You are ready." You are ready not just to receive, but to carry. You are ready to walk in this blessing, not with pride or fear, but with humility and wisdom. He has watched the way you've handled seasons of lack, and now He is trusting you with a season of overflow. He is about to prove to those around you that the delay you experienced was never a denial, but a divine preparation for something greater. You have walked through fire, and you have not burned. You have passed through waters, and you did not drown. You have faced losses, heartbreaks, silence, and situations that nearly broke your spirit. Yet here you are, standing in faith, still believing, still holding on, still expecting. And now, heaven is saying, "It is time." You must know this. What God is releasing into your life is coming with speed. This blessing is not crawling its way toward you. It is running. It is racing. It is being pushed forward by the hands of angels who have waited eagerly for the moment to come when the command would be given, "Release it now." That command has been spoken. That door has opened. The windows are unlocked. And all you have to do is keep your heart open and your spirit lifted in faith. There will be signs. In the coming days, you will begin to notice unusual peace. Opportunities that once passed you by will suddenly return. People who once said no will come back with yes. Things that felt impossible will start to feel natural. Doors that were sealed tight for years will swing open with ease. This is what happens when heaven moves. Nothing remains the same. But don't be fooled. This is not happening by chance. This is the result of every prayer you whispered, every praise you lifted when you felt like breaking, every time you kept giving even when you had little left. God does not forget the quiet sacrifices. He does not ignore the faithfulness done in private. And now, He is making it known in the open. Not to glorify wealth, but to glorify His name through your life. There is someone who has doubted you. They saw your struggle and assumed it was failure. They judged your silence as weakness. They walked away when they thought you had nothing left. But God is about to make it known that you are not just chosen, you are appointed for such a time as this. The very thing they doubted you for is the very thing God is blessing you with. Let your heart stay soft. Let your spirit stay yielded. You are not stepping into this blessing alone. You are stepping into it with heaven's hand guiding your every step. What is being released into your life will not only cover your needs, it will bring healing to your home. It will repair broken relationships. It will restore lost time. It will elevate your life in ways no one can deny. Type 1111 if you believe heaven is listening. You will not need to explain this miracle. You will not have to convince anyone of what God is doing. The evidence will speak for itself. The blessing will be undeniable. Your life will become the proof that when God says yes, no power in hell can say no. And you, beloved, are standing under that yes right now. This money is not the destination. It is the beginning. It is the tool. It is the sign. It is God saying, I have seen your suffering, and I am turning it into testimony. This is not to make you boastful, but to make you bold. Bold enough to trust again. Bold enough to walk through doors you once feared. Bold enough to believe that yes, God still moves mountains for His people. Type Amen if you believe God is watching over you, and share this video with 7 faithful hearts to bring blessings and miracles to your life. Take this moment seriously. Treat it with reverence. Speak life over it. Protect it. Guard your heart against distractions and doubt. Because the enemy would love to steal your attention away in this hour. He would love to make you second guess what God is doing. But he is already too late. The decision has been made. The blessing has already begun its journey to you. Everything that was once broken is being rebuilt, not with the materials of the world, but with the mercy, favor, and supernatural provision of God. You will not return to the days where your soul felt empty and your pockets felt dry. That season has passed. A new one has begun, and its name is overflow. You are walking into a space where heaven and earth agree on your restoration, your elevation, and your complete financial healing. You will not stumble through this blessing unsure or confused. God will give you clarity. He will give you wisdom to know where to go, what to do, and how to carry what He is giving you. There will be no fear in your steps, because your path is being lit by divine guidance. What confused you before will become clear. What looked impossible before will now unfold easily in front of you. There are people connected to this blessing, people whose lives will be touched, healed, and lifted because of what God is doing for you now. This release is not selfish. It is sacred. It will flow through your hands like a river of healing, blessing not only you, but those you care for, those who once helped you, and even those who once walked away from you. The weight of this gift carries heaven's fingerprint. It is not like any blessing you have seen before. It is different. It is deep. It is filled with peace that no man can offer. It carries joy that cannot be explained, and restoration that cannot be duplicated. You are about to live in a way you've only whispered about in prayer. You are about to experience what it feels like when God says, "It is your time." God does not give lightly. When He opens His hand, it is because He has already inspected your heart. He has already seen the future. He has already tested the foundation of your soul. And now, He has judged you ready. Not perfect, not flawless, but ready in the way heaven measures readiness, through humility, faith, obedience, and willingness to be used. Type 1212 if you know God is guiding your steps. There are angels stationed around this blessing. They have been guarding it until the hour was right. And now, on this sacred day, they are releasing it toward you. Every delay that held it back is gone. Every spiritual obstacle has been cleared. Every hand that once tried to block it has been removed. There is nothing standing in the way now except your own willingness to receive. Let go of the fear. Let go of the what-ifs. Let go of the pain from the past that tells you it's too late. It is not too late. You have not missed it. You are not disqualified. You are right on time. You are in position. And what is coming toward you is coming fast. Faster than you dreamed. Faster than you expected. Faster than the enemy can interfere. God's decision is final. His yes cannot be undone. His blessing cannot be reversed. His hand cannot be stopped. The doors He opens no one can shut. And right now, those doors are open wide. You may not see everything yet with your natural eyes, but your spirit is already beginning to sense it. That's not your imagination, it's the movement of heaven beginning to break through. This money will find you. This increase will locate you. You will not have to chase it, perform for it, or beg for it. It is assigned to your name. It will arrive at the right place, at the right time, and it will be undeniable that it came from God. And when it comes, your soul will rise. Your eyes will tear. Your knees may buckle from the overwhelming weight of joy. But you will know deep within that this is what you've waited for all along. This is more than financial relief. This is the beginning of a divine transformation. Your environment will change. Your daily life will change. Your responsibilities will shift. But none of it will overwhelm you. You were made for this. And what is coming will not break you. It will build you. It will grow you. It will stretch you into the version of yourself that God has always seen. What if you discovered a tiny, walnut-sized brain region holds the secret to endless wealth and success? Recently uncovered by groundbreaking research and once buried in classified files, this frequency is now available to anyone ready to listen. Imagine replacing worry and struggle with a life of financial ease and freedom. Interested? Click the link in video description and comments below to unleash this hidden brainwave and start attracting wealth right now. You have been guided to this message for a reason, and if you turn away, the chance may not return. This is your time to step in. You are being given something sacred, something that cannot be measured by human understanding. The financial breakthrough that is now unfolding is the answer to the nights you couldn't sleep, the days you went without, and the times you gave without knowing how you would survive. God saw every moment. He recorded every sacrifice. He remembered every tear. And now, He is responding in full. There is a wind of acceleration surrounding your name. This means what would have taken others years to accomplish, you will begin to see in mere weeks. It means that opportunities that were once denied to you will come searching for you. The tables are turning, not by chance, but by God's hand. And when He turns things, nothing remains the same. He doesn't just adjust your circumstances, He recreates them entirely. Type 1313 to affirm strength through the Lord. The weight of this financial release carries healing. Healing for your heart, your body, your home, your mind, and your dreams. Some of the pain you've carried was not just about lack of money. It was about the fear that life would never get better, that the suffering would never end. But now, God is proving that He is still the God who hears, who delivers, who blesses without measure. There will be people who don't understand how this happened for you. They may question it. They may talk. They may even feel upset. But you must not waste your energy explaining what God is doing in your life. This is not for debate. This is not a public vote. This is divine appointment. Heaven has chosen to pour this into your life, and you do not need to shrink or apologize for walking in answered prayers. Be wise. Be quiet. Be faithful. Let the miracle speak for itself. Let the fruit of this blessing show the world that God never forgets His children. Let your peace be your response. Let your progress be your proof. God is about to place you in rooms that were once closed to you, and when He does, you'll understand why certain people left and why some doors never opened before. It was all preparation. What is coming will not only change your personal life, it will change your purpose. This financial outpouring will allow you to support dreams you had buried. It will help you take care of those you love in ways you never imagined. It will create opportunities for you to bless others, to give generously, and to lift those who are now where you once were. You will become a testimony of transformation. There are angels assigned to walk with you through this transition. They are already at work, removing obstacles, covering you from spiritual attacks, and guiding you toward divine encounters. You don't have to figure it all out. You just need to stay close to the heart of God. As long as you do, you will never be led astray. His Spirit will whisper when to move, when to wait, when to speak, and when to remain still. You may begin to notice things falling away, old habits, old fears, old relationships that no longer serve where you are going. Don't panic. This is the pruning before the full bloom. God is making room for more, and sometimes that means releasing what no longer fits the future He's building for you. Trust Him. Even when it feels uncomfortable, trust Him. Your obedience in simply opening this message and letting it reach your heart is unlocking something deeper than you know. Heaven responds to faith, and your faith, even if it was shaken at times, is still alive. That is all God needs. Not perfection. Not performance. Just faith. And with that faith, the windows of heaven are being opened wide over your life. This blessing carries generational weight. What God is doing now will ripple into your future, into your children's future, into your legacy. You will no longer live in fear of tomorrow. You will no longer worry if you'll have enough. That cycle of survival is over. You are stepping into provision, into ease, into flow. Not because life will be free from challenges, but because God is now surrounding you with what you need to rise above every one of them. Type 1414 if you believe in divine protection. What is coming will feel surreal. There will be a moment where you will look around and not recognize your own life, not because it's unfamiliar in a bad way, but because it's filled with so much peace, provision, and joy that you will finally understand what it means when God says, "I will restore everything you lost." You're not just stepping into better, you're stepping into a completely different atmosphere, one where the weight you once carried is replaced with divine ease. The money that's being released is not ordinary currency. It's heaven's signature. It is a supernatural tool that God is placing in your life, not only to meet your needs, but to fuel your purpose. You will not only pay your bills, you will pay off burdens. You will not only meet obligations, you will be free from the mental chains of financial fear. That is how deep this blessing runs. It doesn't just touch your bank account, it heals your nervous system, your emotions, and your outlook on life. There is something sacred happening inside your heart right now. You can feel the shift. You can sense that something has changed, even if you don't yet see the full picture. That inner confirmation is the Holy Spirit, gently whispering that you are safe to believe again. Safe to hope again. Safe to dream again. The pain of the past cannot follow you into what God is building now. There was a time when you thought it was over. When you watched others receive their blessings and quietly wondered if God had forgotten you. When you questioned your own worth, your own value, your own ability to be seen. But none of those dark thoughts had the final word. Grace did. Love did. Heaven did. And now, the same God who held you through that season is lifting you out of it with glory. Do not be surprised when unexpected checks arrive. Do not dismiss it as coincidence when open doors appear in places you never imagined. This is not luck, it is fulfillment. Fulfillment of promises whispered to your heart when you were at your lowest. Fulfillment of dreams you buried to protect your heart from disappointment. Fulfillment of the prayers your spirit groaned when your voice could not even form the words. The change you're walking into will be visible. People will notice. Some will celebrate. Some will fall silent. But none of it will touch the peace God has placed within you. He is sealing this season with supernatural protection. No enemy will be able to interfere. No bitterness will be able to infect it. No doubt will be able to delay it. What God has released, no one can reverse. And though this financial blessing will be grand, what's even greater is what it will awaken inside of you. Your faith will rise. Your courage will expand. You'll no longer walk timidly into rooms, because you'll know you're backed by heaven. You'll no longer carry shame over your past, because God has covered it in purpose. And you'll no longer question your future, because it is being held securely by hands that do not fail. What if I told you financial freedom is not about working harder, but activating a dormant brain signal designed to draw abundance directly to you? Neuroscience proves this sound wave unlocks prosperity faster than any method known before. From unexpected cash to life-changing success, it's already helping thousands. Imagine looking back tomorrow wishing you had acted today. Do not let regret replace the miracle that is calling you right now. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on the ancient money wave and create the life you've always dreamed of today. Type 1515 to receive peace in your soul today. God is writing a new chapter of your story. And this chapter begins with honor. You will be honored in places where you were once overlooked. You will be favored in rooms where your name was once dismissed. You will be welcomed into opportunities where doors were once slammed shut. And you will be trusted with wealth that once felt out of reach. This is not about pride or showing off. This is about showing what God can do with a life surrendered. Your story will glorify Him. Your blessing will point others toward Him. And your new season will serve as a gentle reminder to the world that God is still in the business of miracles. Not just for a few, but for those who trust. For those who wait. For those who say yes even when their voice shakes. Keep your posture of gratitude. Stay close to His voice. The more thankful you remain, the more ground you will cover. What starts as financial blessing will spread into every other part of your life, your health, your relationships, your creativity, your inner peace. This is a total transformation. And it begins now. This is the hour when what was once out of reach is finally within your grasp, not because of your effort alone, but because of God's divine alignment. The money that is coming into your life is not arriving by accident. It is not a random breakthrough. It is the result of spiritual seeds you sowed when no one saw. It is the harvest of the prayers you whispered through tears, when you had nothing left to give but hope. God has watched you sit silently in rooms where your heart was breaking but your faith was still holding on. He saw the times you gave your last, not knowing how or when more would come. He saw the way you held on to your integrity, even when it cost you comfort. And because of that, He is now rewarding you openly. He is not just giving you enough, He is giving you more than enough. This blessing will reach into places your pain once lived. It will fill the cracks left behind by old disappointments. It will silence the voice of shame that once haunted your mind. You will no longer need to explain your struggle to anyone, because your peace will say everything. Your joy will say everything. Your new life will say everything. And yes, there will be people who try to understand how it happened. They will look at you and wonder how someone who was once overlooked has now become a vessel of overflow. But you must not concern yourself with explaining. This is between you and God. This is personal. This is holy. And those who are meant to celebrate with you will feel it in their spirit and bless you freely. Let yourself breathe differently now. Let yourself imagine differently. Let your expectations stretch, because the days of settling are over. The days of barely surviving are done. You are stepping into provision that reaches beyond basic needs. You are stepping into abundance that funds not only your responsibilities, but your destiny. This is money with purpose. It is not for display. It is for direction. Type Amen if you surrender fully to God's will. You will know what to do with it. Don't be afraid of this new level. Don't fear the weight of it. God is not giving you something to stress over. He is giving you something to set you free. And with that freedom comes clarity. You will see what matters again. You will hear Him clearly again. You will no longer be consumed by worry, because what once drained you will no longer have power over you. There are dreams that have been waiting in the corner of your heart for years. Dreams you put on hold while life tested you. Dreams you quieted so you could survive. But now those dreams are being awakened. God is breathing life back into them. He is saying, now is the time. And the resources that once felt impossible are now arriving to build what you were born to build. Let your past stay behind you. Let your future become your focus. What didn't work before doesn't matter now. What failed before cannot follow you into this new season. You are not the same person. You have grown. You have endured. You have been refined by the fire. And now, God is trusting you to carry something beautiful. This financial blessing will ripple into places you haven't even considered yet. It will reach family members who are struggling. It will touch the lives of strangers you'll one day bless. It will change your environment, your options, your peace of mind. It will create space in your life where once there was only pressure. And it will give you the chance to rest, not because you gave up, but because God finally said, "Well done." Keep walking in humility. Keep your spirit open. This blessing isn't just about receiving, it's about becoming. Becoming who God always knew you were. Becoming the version of yourself that never had to settle, shrink, or strive for crumbs. You are a child of the King. And this blessing is your confirmation. You didn't beg for this. You believed for it. And that belief has opened a floodgate of provision that no one can shut. The heavens are wide open over your life, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what God has already begun. This financial outpouring has nothing to do with luck, and everything to do with alignment. You are now standing in the middle of a divine appointment. Not only has the blessing located you, it has surrounded you. Angels have gathered around it. The Spirit of God has breathed upon it. And the release has already been commanded. There is no going back. The shift has begun. You may feel it already, how your thoughts are starting to shift, how your heart feels lighter, how your mind feels clearer. That is not your imagination. That is what it feels like when the burden of lack begins to lift off your life. That is what happens when you finally stop surviving and start living in the fullness of divine provision. You are now in the place where your prayers become presence. where your hope becomes reality. What if everything you've been chasing, wealth, freedom, success, could be drawn to you automatically, simply by unlocking a secret brain wave hidden inside you? Once classified by intelligence agencies, this discovery is now available to the public, and it's changing lives instantly. Picture yourself debt-free, stress-free, and thriving. The window is open, but not forever, and every second you wait is wealth slipping from your hands, so grasp it now. Click the link in video description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency and watch abundance flow into your life today. Type 1717 to affirm your life is in God's hands. This money that is arriving will not confuse you. It will not burden you. It will not cause chaos. It is not arriving to stir fear. It is arriving with peace, with structure, with purpose. God is not just blessing you, He is leading you. He is building something stable, something eternal, something that will not crumble when storms come. This is wealth with roots. This is favor with foundation. There are new doors that are about to open, and you won't have to push them. They will swing wide at your approach. The weight of past rejections will no longer cling to you. You are not who you were when they said no. You are not who you were when it didn't work out. You have been transformed through the waiting, through the pressing, through the aching nights when you thought nothing would ever change. And now, not only is God giving you what you waited for, He is giving you more. He is restoring time. He is restoring energy. He is restoring peace that was once stolen by worry. You will wake up and feel safe. You will walk into rooms and feel confident. You will look at your future without dread. This is what happens when heaven moves on your behalf. Do not let small thinking limit what is now being made available to you. God is not just releasing enough to meet your needs, He is releasing enough to change your life. To shift your entire way of being. To elevate your surroundings. To lift your household. To breathe life into your calling. You will look around one day very soon and barely recognize your life, not because of the material things, but because of the peace you feel waking up, the purpose you feel walking forward, and the joy you feel without explanation. This is not the result of anything you forced. It is the fruit of your quiet obedience. It is the answer to the prayers you whispered through tears and the faith you held when it made no sense. This blessing has been stored in heaven for such a time as this. And now, it is being poured out like rain on dry land. You are the soil. You are ready. You will grow. There are people who will be sent into your life to support this blessing. People with wisdom. People with pure hearts. People who will not take from you, but protect what you are carrying. Be discerning. Not everyone can walk into this next chapter with you. Not everyone is meant to see what God is about to do. Let Him do the sorting. Let Him do the revealing. You just stay aligned. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. This is not a temporary wave. This is not a brief moment of relief. This is the beginning of a new era in your life. You will walk in favor that lasts. You will experience provision that doesn't dry up. You will live in spaces that once felt like dreams. And you will carry a sense of purpose that fills every breath you take. God did not bring you this far to leave you wondering if this is real. He brought you here to show you that yes, it is real. Yes, you are chosen. Yes, you are worthy. And yes, this is your time. Type 1818 to claim miracles and breakthroughs. Let the blessing land softly on your spirit. Let the noise of fear grow quiet. Let the promise settle deep in your chest. You are stepping into something holy. You are walking into something sacred. And nothing, not time, not people, not the enemy, can take it from you. You have been chosen to receive a portion of divine wealth that carries a purpose far beyond personal gain. This is the kind of blessing that reaches backward to heal your past, stretches forward to protect your future, and surrounds your present with the kind of peace that only comes from God. What is being given to you is not just a financial release, it is the unfolding of your spiritual inheritance. There were seasons where you doubted yourself, where you questioned if you were forgotten, where your tears outnumbered your words. But God never left. He never looked away. He stood by in silence only because He was working behind the scenes, organizing every piece of this miracle so it would arrive right when you needed it the most. And now, He has declared, "Release it to my child." They are ready. You no longer have to carry the weight of scarcity. You no longer have to rehearse survival. The pressure you once lived under is being lifted. The chains around your finances, your thoughts, and your spirit are being broken now. You are walking into divine supply, not earned by your strength but given freely through grace. And once heaven opens its hands toward you, no force in the world can close them. This financial blessing will restore your voice. You will speak with confidence again. You will plan without panic. You will give without fear. You will dream without the feeling that you're asking for too much. Because you're not. You never were. God was never offended by your hope. He was preparing you to hold what you once could only imagine. The resources coming to you are filled with purpose. They will make space in your life where there used to be only tension. They will build where there was once only survival. They will heal the silent wounds of feeling unworthy, unseen, and unsupported. And they will do all of this gently, without force, without confusion, without chaos. You will know this blessing by its peace. You will recognize it by the stillness it brings to your soul. Do not fear success. Do not shrink when God expands your territory. You were never meant to stay small. You were never meant to hide behind fear or live in constant lack. You are royalty by spiritual birthright. You are covered by the blood of promise. And now, you are stepping into the manifestation of everything God has whispered over you since the beginning of time.